challenge for the past few weeks to go through all major note-taking applications on the market or find one which is suitable for 2025. I had a list of criteria that these applications should have met. It was user experience, user interface, data management in terms of export and import, ease of access and backup, features of the note-taking application like AI, tags, markdown, and also price and maintainability by the developers. I found one and it's called Supernote. Supernote is a note-taking application, feature-rich to the neck, until I couldn't fit all in this single video. I had to break it down, just briefly touch over the features on this video and go into a deep dive in upcoming videos that I'm going to create. So let's take a look at it and I'll tell you more about it. So when you open the Supernote application, you should see this very familiar interface if you have used Google Keep. Everything here is stored in form of cards. You have a soft limit, which is certain characters, which is not enforceable, but it's like encourageable. So this application encourages you not to exceed certain characters, but it doesn't stop you if you want to. You can see that you are allowed to use tags. Cards can change color just like Google Keep, but you have tons of features. The interface might be a little bit overwhelming at first, but studying it and just getting used to it is very easy and very quick. Up here, before that, let's go to a storefront. If you go to the storefront, you'll see that it has a beautiful website. It is well maintained and frequently updated by the developers. I encourage you to go to the features section here and read a little bit more about the features. It's a ton of them, like literally you can see that how long this scrollable page is, and they introduce all the features that this application has to offer. Pricing of this application is £6 a month on a yearly bill if you want to. They give you 50% off if you want to go 4 years. You trust them, 4 years. Monthly is £8 a month. And starter is very limited. It's just maybe usable for a trial. So you have to subscribe for this application to be able to use it completely. Integration, you have integration with Calendar, Zapier, Supersend, a lot of different things that you can integrate with. I personally integrated with Telegram and it's really, really convenient. They have a blog which they post about the upcoming features and what they have in the pipeline. They have a strong community as well, which I took a look. And also there's one in Reddit, which you can look for yourself. And that's pretty much everything on their storefront. If I take a look at, for example, one of their applications like iOS to see how frequently it's getting updated, then you can see that November, October, September. It's pretty much every month they're producing and then just like keep pushing new features. 4.9 on the reviews, which is very respectable, but from a limited users, which means that maybe it's not very known in the UK yet. I'm not sure about the other markets, and I think the developers are based in the UK. Let's go back to the application, and I was about to tell you how it works. So you have collections. What is a collection? Collection is a set of boundaries, I would say, with set of filters, which you can separate your notes, your cards with it. So once creating a collection, which you can even like tell AI to create one for you, which is very nice. I encourage you to use it. You can describe what you want and AI create a collection for you. It has certain filters to it, which if any card matches those criteria, it automatically sits under this individual collection section. You have a calendar here, which based on a heat map, it shows you when you took notes and how many notes do you have on those days. Is a go to today button here. You can navigate through months here, and the outline down here shows you all the notes that you have. Here on the overview, once you click on it, you can close and open this section. Search on this application is really quick and is really nice. I think the way it's indexed and it's working with this database is fabulous. So if I, for example, even search into my code blocks, it is able to find items from my code, which was here. You can see that I put a block of code here and it's able to search, which is very important for me personally. Down here you have profile and other settings for the application. You have a quick theme switcher, which you can change the theme color, and also you can access it via app interface here, customize behavior, accessibility, and other features. Going back here, let me expand this. You have basically the viewing options, view as list, broadsheet, graph. I prefer broadsheet because it shows all my cards next to each other. And you have graph, which is much more usable than Obsidian, I would say. You can basically zoom in, interact with your notes, and do other things. I usually create a relation between my notes using graph. Beside that, you have seamless mode, which shows you in a nicer, cleaner way what you have among your notes, and it's also color coded also for some, which you previously set color for. Let's get off this seamless mode, and then you have your pinned note here, which you can see anything that you pinned across the collection. So it's separated by a collection. The interface of this application is consistent across all my devices. So if I show you, for example, this screen on the Mac is exactly identical to what I see on my iPad. It's identical to what I see on my iPhone, and also Android phone and tablet, and also the PC. I'm using this note-taking application across all my devices, and I am getting a consistent interface, which I'm really happy with. Speaking of sync reliability and speed across all devices, I have my Galaxy Z Fold 6 here, and I'm gonna create a new note on Super Notes just to see how fast it syncs. So just a small title and a small text, and I pressed yes. So as soon as I created the note, I can see a notification here, which is across all my devices. When I press new update, I should be able to see the note that I just created on my phone. If you remember my previous video on Galaxy Z Fold 6 and its features, I was complaining a little bit about the phone cases and accessories. A company named Benks reached out to me and they sent me this phone case and also the screen protector for Galaxy Z Fold 6, which seems fantastic. It feels really premium. It looks great. The packaging was really nicely done and it was really easy to apply. Perfectionist me found a tiny bit of dust underneath the screen protector. I lifted up multiple times, cleaned it, put it back until I was satisfied, and you can see I got 100% dust-free, bubble-free install on the screen protector. It feels amazing. The corners are curved nicely, so when I slide my finger through it, I don't feel the bump, I don't feel harsh. I would say this is something that I proudly keep on my phone. I will show it around to people, and I encourage you to also go to their website and check out their products. I placed a discount code on the description. You can apply for discount. So back to Super Notes, let's try some of its features. The main and significant one for me, which is really important also, is Markdown. Let's try some of the Markdown, see how it covers. You can see that I can create a title here. I can, for example, create a spoiler and block of code. And what else? I can create a cross line, and you can see that how it works. It's perfectly fine. If you learn the commands, it's going to be easy, lifesaver for you to take notes with commands. Speaking of commands, if you / here, you get a series of options here, which are your commands. You can set parents for your current note. Let's define this one as parent, and it's going to be shown in your graph now much more conveniently. You can see the relation between notes. Again, press this / I can apply tags, YouTube, video ideas. This automatically moves my card to this collection as well, because I set the filter to be YouTube and video ideas on my YouTube video ideas collection. Beside that, if I / again, I have links, I have attachment as images. I can apply attachment to my card. I can change the icon of the card. Let's do more. Let's see what else. We can change the color of the card here and a bunch of other features. Clicking on these three dots under your card, you get a set of interaction with your card. You can like it, you can leave comment, share it. And very important is this vision for me. So for example, if I press on the vision, I get a series of corrections and suggestions from the AI. And if I press them, you can see that these will, and press Command Enter to replace, as it says here. AI helped me now to organize my note, make the corrections grammatically. If I even, like for example, have a typo, Vision helps me fix it. So when I press AI Vision, it automatically detects the grammatic or spelling error for me. I can then add them to the card, which is a brilliant feature. I would say it really helps a lot of people, like students. You can set location, you can pin the note, which is very helpful. It will create a pinned note here, and it shows you on the right hand side, which is expandable and collapsible. So one last significant feature of this application is the integrations. I personally integrated with Telegram. I know there are a lot of services or different applications you can integrate with, and I just want to show you how it works. Let's open Telegram, go to my Super Notes integration, and just type a note for myself and a date. As fast as I press enter, I get a response back from Super Notes. It says that it's created for me. Going back to my application, I get this new update notification. Pressing it, the card appears with the hashtag Telegram, which shows that it's created from Telegram integration. It comes really handy, and I mean, whoever tries it should benefit from it. Next thing on the list is data management, how this application does import, export, and backup. So if I go to home here, by the way, it's under each individual collection. So if you go to your, for example, YouTube collection here, I should see that anything that I import to application will sit under YouTube videos with the hashtag and certain filters that I applied to this collection. But I want to go to my home just to showcase this. Import into home. I can see that it supports Markdown, Notion, Google Keep, Obsidian, and Roam. These are, I believe, the main players, some of the main players at least, but Markdown is a standard. So if I can export from any other application in form of Markdown, I should have no trouble importing it here into this application. Touching on export as well, I can copy to clipboard, export everything as a single Markdown file or individually in a zip file, raw JSON file, and print as PDF. You can see that it's quite well supported. And that's pretty much is my backup as well, because if I export as a Markdown single file or a group of Markdowns, then I can import back again. That will be my backup file. All right, I'm gonna stop the video right here. Although there are a lot of features to talk about, there are literally tons of features in this application. That will be a deep dive. I don't want to do it all in this application. This was more like a showcase and brief overview of this application and the rationales behind it. In the deep dive, which is gonna be more like a tutorial, I will explain everything and I'll publish it soon. So stay tuned for that one, and I will see you. Thanks for watching.